Hey guys, Pine Bluffs here. Got my Desert Tech srsa1 uh, 6.5 Creedmoor 308 barrel here. It's a bolt action rifle, bullpup design. Something Desert Tech, I think it's been out since about 2007ish. Got it set up here with a Bushnell ERS 3.5 to 21. Uh, Badger Ordnance mount, 0 MOA. Got a Burris 34mm level. Got a lead iron sound suppressor. Caldwell carbon fiber bipod. And this is the factory butt spike that they offer. Okay, this is me shooting the Desert Tech at 847 yards. I'm shooting 147 grain ELD 6.5 Creedmoor. You'll see the bullet wake. There it went. That was the cold bore shot. This was an unedited video. I think I took 4 shots total. The third was a miss. I think I just fired too fast. You can actually hear me gasp when I missed. I originally bought this rifle in 2016. I bought the 308 conversion. Well, it was together as a rifle. This conversion, 6.5 Creedmoor, it came from a place out of Las Vegas called DMR Rifles. It's a Hawk Hill blank that they turned to a Desert Tech profile just without the flutes. It's threaded 5/8 by 24. This barrel's threaded 3/4 by 24, which is something that Desert Tech's been doing for a while. I think now with the new A2 rifles, they do not do the 3/4 by 24. They went back to 5/8 on all the sub 338 caliber conversions. This is the tool that you use to change the conversions. It's a fix-it stick with a 70 inch-pound limiter. You take it, put it in these 4 holes, give it about a half a turn, and it's also got a barrel lock on the other side, and then you can just slide the barrel out. Pretty neat little thing. I did probably 6 or 8 barrel swaps. Usually it's within half a mil, which would be acceptable for hunting accuracy if you for some reason need to switch barrels in the hunting fields. Possibly if you had a 223 conversion, which they do make. Desert Tech doesn't make them, but aftermarket company, Special Purpose Rifles, I believe, makes them. They do that, and you just change the bolt head. And if you were possibly on some kind of dual hunt, for prairie dogs or whatever, and then you wanted to go to a deer hunt, or if you were on a deer hunt and had the opportunity to bust some coyotes, a half mil shift would be completely acceptable on a in the field barrel swap. This rifle set up a full Picatinny rail for clip-on night vision devices or thermals. I've had my PVS 30 on there, extremely heavy, but it's an extremely solid weapon, good out to 700-800 yards even at night. This rifle came with 3 rail sections. Here on the side is about a 7 slot. I think this is about a 12-13 slot. Of course, the bolt action, it is a bullpup, so bolt action is back here, grips up here in fire control group. 3 lug bolt. You take the bolt out real fast just by popping the butt plate off, just like this, and you got your bolt out. Next, I'd preview the trigger. I'm going to do probably best of 3. Rifle's already cocked, and the chamber's empty. About 3.5. That was about 2.5. I've noticed that it depends on where you put, obviously, because the trigger works as a lever, where you put this shoe for the trigger gauge, but earlier it was pulling about between 2.5 and 3 pounds, and that's excellent. This trigger is absolutely fantastic. might be able to see it from this angle a little bit better. There is zero creep on this trigger. Excellent for a bullpup. I originally bought this rifle to compete with. I didn't have a 6.5 at the time, and I got this barrel and I decided I'd compete with it, but due to everything that's been going on this year, I hadn't really got around to shooting it in a competition scenario. But I have got to shoot it and prove it out. I've got a little over 140 rounds on this barrel, so it's already went through the speed up and the break-in and everything. I do eventually want to get a .338 conversion. Everything's been going on this year. I hadn't been able to get a bolt or a magazine. DMR did have a barrel from a customer that had ordered one in, and it was too short for his wants. He wanted a 30-inch barrel. I think he got a 28-inch blank, but ended up not doing it because they didn't have the mags and the bolt available. But the only con to this rifle that I know is the weight. It's balanced really well, but it probably weighs 13 to 15 pounds, depending on the configuration. This barrel is a lot lighter than the 6.5 barrel, just due to it's a little bit shorter in the flutes. They're both the same contour, and the suppressor, which I run both conversions with suppressor. This has a silencer co adapter. Well, it's just a threaded insert for the hybrid, and this is my Elite Iron STFU. This is a 6-round magazine for the .308. They also make a 10-round that sticks down to about right here. But now, get over a little bit of the boring talking. I want to show you all some shooting that I did out to 850 with this with a 6.5 conversion.